Welcome to After the Final Bell, a podcast about what happens when an adrenaline-fueled career comes to an end and real life begins. Hosted by UFC striking coach Mike Gonzalez and YouTube bounty hunter Trevor O'Connor.
It's not just about fights anymore. It's about what happens when the gloves come off.
And the real adventure begins.
Join Mike and Trevor as they chat about the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Life after the final bell isn't always easy, but it's always interesting. This is After the Final Bell.
What's up, guys? I'm Mike Gonzalez. Sitting across from me today, of course, Trevor O'Connor. This is After the Final Bell, a podcast about life after an adrenaline-fueled career has come to an end.
Boom.
How you doing?
I'm good.
See?
I'm good. You're going to put the how you doing. You almost put the how you doing.
I should have, too.
Right?
But
after my name, I saw it because your eyes flickered at me.
Dang, yeah.
Your eyes went, and then you were like, no, I'm.
And I didn't even look at my script that time.
No, see?
3 seconds, and you.
Now it's just in there.
It's in
now
there.
It's in.
Now it's in my heart.
Now you just got to find your nuances, little inflections that you like.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to call my friends and start just telling them that, and then hang up.
That's all you got to do. All you got to do, just get it out.
That's
if
it.
they hang up first,
redo.
Call back.
Yeah.
Call back.
Redo. But
so how are you doing?
I'm good. I am good.
I am good. It feels weird being on
a Wednesday.
Yeah.
My day felt off a little bit yesterday.
Not recording.
Yeah, because I
Felt
have
really long.
Like it's crazy how like your body gets into a rhythm of things, and when something that you're used to doing doesn't happen, it's like So I went home yesterday and I was like, I got what am I supposed to do?
Straight home from the gym instead of here, huh? Because
Yep.
usually you go from the gym here
Go
and
home.
then home.
Yeah. This time I did that today, but today I'm used to just going home.
Well, and it was going to work out better. So, hi, hi everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, that's weird. If this is your first time here, awesome. If you are not a member, you might want to click that join button because before we start our podcast, we hang out with the members, ahead of time and do a little chat. And they usually make fun of me or sometimes Mike.
Sometimes me.
And they definitely say that I don't know how to change the bulb in the lava lamp. But also at the end of the episode, we cut the cameras in here, but we stay live because they have their own camera right over there.
Yep.
And we stay live with them and we talk about the episode, the ups and downs, everything that's going on, questions they have, comments. We haven't had to fight the why aren't you in Florida question for a long time. So that's good.
That's good. Yeah. We didn't. Yeah. That was
But we normally record on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and then we have premieres on Wednesdays and Sundays. So now today we're going to record an episode, and then tonight we're going to have a premiere.
Yeah.
So that'll be
interesting.
That's a lot of us.
Us. Yeah. We're us is good though.
More us.
Yeah.
More us than the us.
Yeah.
Plus, we've been really, really, really doing a good job of, putting up clips.
Yeah. Yep.
TikTok. We probably need to make a TikTok for the show.
I deleted my TikTok.
Yeah, I know TikTok.
No, I did
When it went bad?
Yeah, I was like, well, I don't need it.
And now you can't get it back.
No. I got what's this? CapCut? I could do that now.
You didn't delete CapCut?
No. Well, and for a while, CapCut didn't work.
Right. Because it's the same.
That's all same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You deleted the app?
Yeah. The app is gone on my phone. So now
Really? You deleted the app?
Yeah.
Knowing that all the conversation was, is it going to go away? Isn't? Then Trump was like, I'm going to try to save it.
He's gonna save it.
You didn't think maybe I should just leave TikTok on there for a couple of days to see if the ban's going to go through?
I'm the guy that was. Look, let's see if we could get it.
You can't.
Nope.
No, you can't. You really that like you were like, oh well, I guess it's gone.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Like we knew deep down, we all knew it wasn't going away.
I also did it because I was also. It's not going. Watch, I'm gonna delete it and put it back on. Guess what? It's buffering. It's still. It'll come
pause.
back though. It'll.
They're gonna have to have a resolution first, though,
They're gonna get one.
before you get it back in the App Store. So it could be up to like 90 days, because they're gonna push it right to that edge
Yeah.
before resolution.
What would be the resolution? They sell it. Or
I think there's got to be a majority ownership,
Like
change.
51%.
51% has to be owned in America.
Which is,
some
you know what's
kind.
crazy? I didn't know this until recently. The founder or whoever creator of TikTok isn't even Chinese. He's Singaporean. How does that work?
Well, because most of the world just thinks Singapore and China are the same place.
Like you're like,
Does he have citizenship? Chinese citizenship?
no?
Maybe.
There's a thing where
Only from Singapore.
That's what they
He
said.
could have dual citizenship.
Maybe I don't know, but that's weird.
I need dual citizenship.
Where would if you could have it? Where would you have it?
Well, obviously Costa Rica.
That's boring to have that dual citizenship there.
Yeah,
That's boring.
I just want to roll up.
No,
Well, the problem is, like, were you going to pick one country in Europe?
no. I don't know where I would pick.
One country, like, there's basically it's like the United States, except for everything's its own country.
Yeah,
Instead of being states, it should just be Europe. This is the United States of Europe, and then each country is its own state, so you can still do whatever you want.
that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Matthew the other day
Uh-huh.
about what they have going on, and as far as like, because Brexit, they left the European Union.
Yeah.
The UK did, which is weird because I thought they were like the leaders of it.
Yeah.
But they left. But before they left, you could travel like it was just states.
Yeah.
Because you were in the union. Because they pulled out of the union, now, like if he goes to France,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't really have to get a visa.
Yeah.
Like if you're just going on vacation because you have X amount of time. And I think it's like 90 days. If you're in a country for 90 days or more, you're supposed to have a visa or something. But
Yeah.
even if you get hemmed up, it's like 90 days starts then.
Yeah.
So you just go home. But that would be weird in the United States.
That you would have to like get a visa to go.
I'm going to Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
it's like, I mean, that's like Europe. Like we really should be individual countries based on like
yeah.
how other things work in the world.
Yeah, because I feel like I guess Mexico kind of works like that, different states. But other than that, I feel like Brazil is Brazil,
It's all one country.
you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
But we have so many,
yeah,
I mean, 50 states,
50.
48 touching.
Yeah. That's weird. I wonder what they do. They sit around a campfire like back in whenever the 1700s, be like, this is how we're doing it. We're going to make these individual states.
I guess so.
I feel like that's how they made the rules. They drank whiskey and had a
It was a bonfire. Everything was a bonfire and whiskey.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
And then Ben Franklin with a feather pen
Yeah,
just
start writing things
he
down.
was like,
and be
right, shit, someone's gonna have to take
yeah,
notes.
and here, sign it, and everybody's wasted. And they're
Everyone just signed away.
Mhm.
We just made it whatever.
yeah, sounds good.
Could
And then
be.
they had another bonfire and whiskey, and then they changed some things up.
Mm.
That's what I think.
What about when they abolished slavery? Was there a group or was it just Abraham Lincoln?
I think he was.
Do you think he just
sober.
woke up that day and was
Probably
like,
just woke up sober.
"This is
sober.
stupid."
This is stupid. Let's change it.
And he just walked out there. And
Yeah.
he was like, guess what? It's over.
Yeah.
Like that was the one day of mental clarity that he had. And he woke up and he was like, what the hell are we doing?
What do we do?
This is stupid.
This is stupid.
How are we doing? No, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, yeah. We were wondering when you were going to get rid
Yeah.
of.
I wonder how long processes took. Not just the abolishing slavery, but like certain like politics or like voting. Like there was no phone. There was no so they had to wait months for the horse to take the message or the paper across
So
the country or what?
I'm guessing each city collected all the votes
Yeah.
and tallied and then took them to the state. And then the state tallied all the votes and then took them to the DC because you couldn't call them in.
You think that's why you think that's why they start doing their campaigning years ahead of time because it actually took that many years to get,
I don't know
your
why.
name across the country?
Honestly, I don't know why we campaign at all anymore because no one listens to any of it. No one ever listens to any of it and gets in and like gleans information from it that they use to make their decision.
Yep. Yeah. No.
There shouldn't. I mean, they could say billions because no one cares.
No.
They're just gonna blindly vote with
Who they want.
with whatever.
They.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Either side. I mean, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But did you hear? No, I don't care. I only do this.
I already did mine.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that again today.
But hold time out here. We get a couple timeouts to show
Because we already wandered down that street.
Yeah, last week. No, but okay. So I was looking online this past weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and I saved something, but then I wrote it down on my notes.
Well, you got notes too.
Yeah, and
I'm ready.
Would you, or do you know anything about there are? I guess there's people when they die or whatever, they freeze themselves in hopes to bring themselves back.
Cryogenic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walt Disney.
You think that's real? You
Walt
think,
Disney.
Can you bring that back? Can you bring
Well, they
Trevor? Can you bring if you died today, we froze you.
Mm-hmm. Can we do it now? No. They do it in anticipation of
In
science.
hopes? In hopes?
Well, because they know that there's a basis for it. Like the line, like it could happen. They
Yeah.
figured out that, through certain things it's possible. But
wouldn't you have to freeze
your
you before you died?
consciousness would be weird. Well, no. What if they could just reanimate the body?
AI?
No.
Oh.
Like through science,
Yeah.
whatever they come up with an injection, boop, your heart starts pumping again, blood starts going, and it recovers your consciousness. I mean, obviously, we don't know how it's going to happen. I have no idea. But like Walt Disney, I'm pretty sure they have, it might be his head cryogenically frozen or his whole body. There's several people, there's several rich people that have died.
I seen that.
And they're just gambling on the possibility that they could be brought back
Yeah.
down the line.
I'm assuming,
Mhm.
well, if you have the money and you're,
And you're going to die.
yeah, like, okay,
It's not
sure.
like you got to save.
Yeah, like, I mean, if they don't bring back, they don't bring, but it's like, how possible do you think that is? Like, obviously not today. Maybe not in the next 10 years.
Right?
Is it possible?
I don't want to be brought back in the next 10 years.
When do you want to rebuck? When would you, 100?
I want to be when like cool shit happens.
Well, what if you did that
I
back
want
in
flying cars.
flying cars?
I want,
How far do you think we are from that?
well, the Jetsons said we were supposed to have it already.
I know.
That didn't happen.
They disappointed me.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the technology we could actually have because there was a time not too long ago where I was looking at this device called the Jetson 1.
Yeah.
It's like a drone for one.
Is that what they have in like Dubai?
Do they have them there already?
I don't know how real it was.
So you can get
but-
one. It's called the Jetson
Yeah,
1. The
and
problem
like-
is the flight time is still really low because of the
Maybe that's
the
what it-
battery storage to carry
I seen something
a
about
200-pound man.
I seen something about how they were going to use those in Dubai as or something like that as for police cars.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
You're running anywhere.
No, because you could see down. But the Jetson 1 is it has the 4 propellers
Yeah.
and 1 seat, and basically you just boop, 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 and then you cruise around. I mean, the problem is
How high do you think it goes?
probably as high as you want to go. Well, I mean, what's the limit? Oxygen, but it's electric, so it doesn't even need oxygen.
Yeah, but at some point it has to be able to propel itself like a helicopter. That's why helicopters can't go a certain height.
Well, probably very similar to that height.
No, I don't want to go that high.
No, you can stay down lower.
I mean,
Like,
either
you're
way,
allowed.
right above the tree line. That's enough.
Just high enough that you're not going to get clipped by a power line.
Yeah. Yeah, or a tree.
Just think if I could pop up my Jetson 1 right here whoop, and just go beeline to your house.
That would be cool.
No traffic. No
5 minutes
road.
or 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's close. I don't know. As the crow flies with no stops.
Just
Like direct line from my house to your house is maybe 5 miles, 10.
yeah, it's not far.
No, it's like 10 or 12 if you go on the road because you have to go. Yeah. But if you could just draw a line, it's probably
Not that far.
7 miles, maybe.
Uh-oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we're
If
ever
I'm
gonna
going
come
50
back.
miles an hour,
That's
7 minutes,
yeah, 7 minutes.
8 minutes.
Done.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I'm already at your house
Yep. Then you could leave.
and be home.
How much? That's expensive though.
They were like 40 or 50,000.
I mean, that's
It's
expensive, but it's
but-
not as expensive as you think,
But
right?
the reason the value isn't there yet is because I think on a charge, it was only getting like 20 minutes.
Oh, geez.
A flight time.
No.
So you got to wait for that evolution to happen. And I mean, it could be farther along now, but the Jetson one, check it out. It's like, here's a picture of one. See that?
Yeah.
You guys,
You guys will see
members
it.
didn't see it.
No. But you guys will see it.
But now in the public release, you're going to see it.
Dang. Yeah. I don't-
Like that's my kind of stuff. It's kind of like a paramotor. I want a paramotor really bad.
What is that?
Remember, it's the propeller on your back and the parachute.
Oh, yeah,
where you
that's
just
pretty cool.
take a couple steps and then cruise up in the air.
You better be able to tune that thing up because
The problem with both of those in large volume is we've seen how people drive.
yeah,
As soon as I have to dodge other Jetson ones, then it's a problem.
yeah,
Because A, there's no streets.
nope,
So who has the right of way?
nope, yeah.
Are we gonna have air traffic control?
I mean, you were gonna have to have something
And
because
you get clearance from like 75 feet to 85 feet, and then someone else has clearance at like in levels so that you don't.
we'd have to, I feel like, have our. So the airport has their own.
Mm-hmm.
The civilian life would have to have their own
Right, traffic control.
and communicate with the airport because you can't just get in the way. Of
Well,
one
no,
of
there would
those
have to be
jets.
no fly zones. So, like, I have a DJI FPV drone, and there are areas that it won't even take off.
Yeah, no, I know. I tried it. Tried to fly it at the Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah, it's probably no fly zone
Nope.
there. Yeah,
I found that out.
yeah, because it's a safety risk.
National Park,
And airports,
airports. Yeah,
you will not fly at an airport
no.
or federal office,
Oh, really?
like the Federal Center over
Yeah.
on
that.
Federal.
right there.
You couldn't fly there.
Really?
No,
It'll drop, huh? Or just
you can't go in there.
hey, you know what I've been doing lately?
Mm-mm.
I've been following people. That's the funniest thing with my drone.
With your drone.
Oh, I love it.
They get mad. Huh?
Oh, geez. I had this guy turn around just like, he started screaming at me.
So there was a time back in Florida when we were going to do a drone show.
Yeah.
But what we were going to try to do was film police activity or like crazy citizens.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm busy.
People just calling?
Like, what are you bothering me
Who's
for?
calling? I thought that was volume off because you have a watch now.
Well, this was supposedly volume off.
Oh.
It is volume off. Everything's
Oh,
volume off.
you got to go on the side of it and turn like on an iPhone, I think. Isn't there a clicker that turns it to no sound?
No, not right here.
No? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If it's important, they'll call back.
Oh, they
at
will.
a later time.
They will.
Or I'll get back to you within 3 to 5 business days.
Good enough for me.
Yeah.
Good enough for people that guest on our show.
Yeah.
They'll tell us in 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, maybe.
What were we just talking about?
About the drone, about your drone. show.
Oh, so of course, we're in South Florida and there's a lot of zombies there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So we would hover and we'd find certain pockets
Yeah.
where, like the drugged out like crazies would hang out and we would fly and they would get so paranoid sometimes
Oh,
and
I
freak
bet.
out. Oh yeah. But our drones, like it's a Matrix 30T. They're big
Yeah, that's a.
with infrared.
Don't you got to have one of the licenses though to have that size of drone?
Part 107.
Yeah.
Yep. But people would freak out. Because it's such a large drone that they think it's got to be a government drone.
And it's probably loud once it gets close enough, right?
Yeah, but you could go silent. At like the thing is, the cameras on them are so ridiculous on those Matrix.
So you can go high and still get that.
Dude, you could be back 800 feet, and you could zoom in on a license plate.
Oh wow! So you don't even have to be close.
No, you don't have to be close at all with them.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to get my drone out and fly it a little more.
Yeah.
Mine is the one, the head.
Yeah, I want one of those. I got to use my other one more.
We should probably charge that one up. We should throw it on charge, and you could have just flown it as soon as we're done.
Yeah.
Just take off from the front porch. We'll see if it has any charge.
Mm.
Probably has a firmware update.
Oh
Yes.
gosh, that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Every time I want to use something, it's like, oh, update. Well, I guess I'm not using it for a minute.
Right. Yeah.
But
I mean, would I fly a drone around? Yes. Would I worry that other people then could afford to and would do it also? Yes. Because people drive like shit.
mm-hmm.
And I don't think people use good judgment on just what, like paramotor guys. A lot of them, I mean, because you're just a person hanging off of a propeller,
Yeah.
Bad things can
I
happen.
would hope that you would be more inclined to paying attention.
Bad things can happen, like wind shifts. You could get an up. There's things that happen that really screw people up. So it maybe shouldn't be readily available yet.
No.
But then my other thought is, give everybody one,
See, and let them weed themselves out.
and then
I'll wait for a few years.
everything's good, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would wait a few years before I got out there with it. Like,
If everybody-
let them weed themselves out and crash into each other, and then
Like if it was a stimulus check that everyone
Yeah.
just got a paramotor.
yeah,
You just be like, I'll keep mine in the house.
I'll wait.
Yeah, because there'd be a lot of Darwin awards given out.
Yeah, no thanks.
I still want to get one. I still want to fly.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool to experience.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I had, is it a lucid dream when you can kind of guide your dream? Is that what it's called?
I'm not sure what it's
You know
called,
those
but-
times when you're mostly asleep but a little bit awake and you can kind of steer your dream?
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but I could not get this scenario to leave my head, and I woke up thinking about it, and now it's even worse. Why are more crimes not committed by people who have like Hollywood makeup artists?
Good question.
Like if we could dress up as women or, like old,
To make it look like for real. Yeah.
because like in the movie, makeup artists, Hollywood can make you look like someone else.
Yep.
And I think I started looking at it that way because of Colin Farrell,
Yeah.
who we all know, dark hair, good looking guy, thin actor.
You know what? This just gave me an idea.
He
Okay.
he was the Penguin in the new Penguin series.
Okay.
There's no way in God's green earth you could ever tell that it's Colin Farrell.
Yeah. They're good. Those makeup artists are good.
If you're a criminal, there's things I haven't understood about criminals for a long time. If I run a gang, everybody in my gang trains jujitsu and Muay Thai
Yeah.
because we're not going to lose
Yeah.
on the
there's-
streets.
No. You would have to.
All your guys got to be just gangster. Just
And you'll just weed them out. Like,
who doesn't have the want to.
yeah.
But then on top of it, I'm going to have a Hollywood makeup artist in my pocket.
I know.
And if we want to go rob a bank, if you want to go whatever, home invasions, do whatever you're going to do, why would you? I mean, you
But
show up as that, you fucking leave, you go to another place, strip it all off, throw it in the trash, melt it down.
why? Yeah. Because the good criminals or the career ones that make a living for the rest of, make good
Yeah.
money, they all have an attorney on hand. We don't have makeup artists.
Another thing I was thinking of was the Luigi guy that off the CEO of the healthcare place.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're a hitman, would you not also have
I mean,
a Hollywood makeup art?
you especially whenever if you're gonna commit something like that,
Mhm.
there's cameras everywhere, everywhere.
Right.
Even before you left your house, right when you left your house, you probably filmed because we got cameras on the streets.
Yeah.
We got everybody's who doesn't have a front door camera at some point.
Right. And then what
know?
what you do to combat that, if you're going to if you're going to combat that and you want to set it up, so basically you would have to have, I mean, if you're a smart criminal, you have 3 or 4 safe houses
Yeah.
that have garages, either a warehouse style or whatever. You start at one place, you get in the trunk,
Yeah.
you have someone drive you to another place, get in the trunk of that, go to another place, then there's no description of you leaving your house as you.
Yeah.
Then you get the Hollywood makeup on, you get in the trunk, you drive to a public garage,
Mm-hmm.
you come climbing out of the back seat. You don't want to come out of the trunk because
Yeah.
cameras see that.
Yeah. Automatically.
But you just step out of the back seat,
And then
and now you've just appeared out of thin air as not you.
Mm-hmm. But when do you get rid of that disguise if you get back in the same car?
The car's just going to get burned.
Oh, it's just okay.
You're going to burn the car down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What would you dress it? Would you
I don't
depend?
know.
Would it be dependent on the? I guess if you're going to commit something,
Mm-hmm.
is it going to depend on whether that makes you dress up as a woman or a man, or you just get?
I mean, I think whatever works for the scenario, whatever makes your entry, or your ability to
you try to
just
disguise
work
your voice
through.
too, or
You could. Do you have to? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, unless someone knows you and knows your voice that was on the scene,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
plus can look past
Yeah.
the fact that you don't look anything like you.
Yeah, because I guess you could be like, oh, that sounds like such and such, but it's like that's
Definitely not.
not it.
Now,
Yeah, yeah.
here's the next level. Why don't I have a Hollywood makeup artist that could make me you?
And like frame he will.
And then I go commit a crime.
Gosh.
And they've got you on camera.
Yeah. Because I'm sure that somebody out there can create that because they're good. They're
Yeah.
good.
Just think, I go out as you,
Yeah.
rob a jewelry store.
But what would that cost? Because it would cost.
Well, if I'm going to go get $5 million out of a jewelry store or a bank, I don't care what it costs. 20, 30,000
Yeah.
for like top of the top, 100,000. So they never say a word.
I think it costs more than 100.
Split, whatever, split with them. They're your business partner at that point.
And
So that they're just as deep as you are.
you would have to plan that out pretty good because that takes hours to get you dressed
Who
up. right?
cares? I got hours. Start the night before.
Start the night before.
Yeah.
And just go.
When it's time, it's time.
That is next level. It's never been done.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of it or seen it?
I mean, well, what if the ones that haven't gotten caught?
Or what if people have been arrested and convicted wrongly?
Oh,
They really weren't there. It really wasn't them.
Oh no,
Is it possible?
I mean,
That's a movie too.
That
We
is
could
a
totally make that movie.
yeah.
Why hasn't that been made?
Copyright that, please. No, just
Timestamp.
Yeah, please.
Premise of that. I have crazy thoughts, huh?
That's. I mean, but it's a valid like, if I'm gonna put a mask on, like some people put a bandana, somebody
Right.
put it. Well, what's that movie one?
Point blank.
Point Blank. They dress up as, or they
The
put
presidents.
yeah,
Yeah.
like why couldn't somebody just put some makeup on and you
Just
don't
do it
have-
right.
Yeah.
Just do it right. If they can make Colin Farrell look like a big fat dude,
Yeah. They could
pop
do
a
it.
picture right here. You can't tell that's Colin Farrell.
No.
No.
Wow. That's a good, like, to think about that. It's it's not impossible
Not at all.
to get the right person. But what do you tell your makeup artist
You got to make him your business partner.
first?
Oh
You're-
yeah.
you-
Oh
like,
yeah.
hey,
It can't be like down the road. You're like,
Yo, hey.
no, you gotta have done some stuff. There's got to be some grounding in that criminal world so that you know that.
I wish this guy from LA lived here that I know. He works for Warner Brothers and does movie sets.
Yeah.
There is a girl that used to train at one of the 303.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if she still lives here. Actually, we could. I might message her. Her name's Ashley. She actually did the makeup for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The new one.
The newer one, yeah.
Not the old one.
No,
because she couldn't change.
No. But
she have a bad hip.
But like however many years ago that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she that's what she did. I don't think she does that stuff. I should reach out and we can.
Yeah, we need to have them on.
Yeah,
ask questions.
Yeah, ask those questions.
I would even attempt to do a Zoom or a Skype guest for something that cool.
Yeah.
You know, what would be cool is have them made up as someone else, come on, do half of the interview, and then reveal.
Boom.
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're like,
what? That's a different person.
How'd that happen?
Because some of those people are good, man.
It's out there.
Some of those people are good.
It's out there.
I mean, that's why the movies look good.
Yeah.
That's a weird dream, though.
I know.
Where were you going?
I have no idea.
You just popped up?
I think I just started steering that dream into like
I don't necessarily.
possibilities.
I mean, I feel like everybody dreams.
Right.
I don't necessarily remember my dreams. So
I don't remember my dreams, if I do dream, very often at all.
Yeah.
Probably out of 100 days, there might be 1 or 2 days where I know I dreamt something, and probably only one of those days where I have any memory of what the dream was.
Of what it was, yeah.
But I take a lot of medication to sleep and stuff too, so I'm sure that changes the chemical makeup in my brain and turns off dream time. They say people who smoke a lot of don't dream.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder why. Shut your brain off?
Kay Miller, do you dream?
I don't hear nothing.
I'm just wondering. But that's where my
your weirdness went
for a while. Like I've been
all night, huh?
churning. No, this has been a couple days.
Couple days?
Yeah.
Oh, that's never happened. Like I've never had the same dream.
No, not a dream. Dream the thoughts.
Oh, the thoughts
after the dream.
After the dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been thinking about like, could it happen? How does it like? Would it be?
Mm-hmm. The only ever dream that was the same for me was, when I was a kid and I was always in New York. Don't ask me why.
You know New York?
No.
Oh.
No. But
you do?
Yeah. And I was running from somebody as a kid, and it just went along with me for a while. And then I'd get to the top of the building and I'd have to jump off, and I'd jump off, and then I'd wake up.
Really?
Yeah. That's I don't know how I had that dream. Not all the time, but like often.
Repetitive.
Yeah. To a point where I remember it.
I've had one repetitive dream in my life. I had it a lot when I was a kid, and I've had it multiple times as an adult, but not like often, like day to day. And basically, the dream is the school bell rings. You walk out of school, and I'm always a kid, and I'm walking home because you walk home from school.
Yeah.
But everything's the same. Everything's normal. I'm walking home. Everything is right where it should be. Like you recognize all the houses. And then I turn on my street.
Yeah.
And my house isn't on my street.
Where is it?
I don't know. And that's the thing about the dream. I keep going back to the school thinking that I just took the wrong route so I keep going back to the school. And every time I turn on my street,
it's gone.
All the other houses are exactly as they are, but my house is different. It's not my house.
Wow.
And like I've tried to walk up to the door, can't get in, like go back to the school, try it again. No idea. I've even had it as an adult where I just don't
remember. Like
my house should be right there. It's not there. My house.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then, you get that panicky feeling because you're like.
Then you wake up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's the only repetitive dream I think I can remember.
That was my own.
But
that's weird.
It is mentally very, very exhausting.
Because it's always the same probably reaction, right? Because you're like.
And the thing is, in the dream, every time I expect my house to be there.
And it's not.
It's not like, oh, this is the dream where I don't.
Yeah.
No, it's like brand new. And I turn the corner and I'm just.
I wonder what the reasons are we have those dreams.
I don't know. Probably because I'm crazy.
Maybe. Could be.
Kind of crazy.
Kinda. Not much.
Probably mostly crazy. Did you bring topics? Because I have a couple, but
Go ahead.
I want you. I've been talking a lot, so you
Well,
go.
I
If
don't.
you've got something.
That's what the only one I have.
You got to look at your.
Yeah. See,
You got go to settings, and I think you have your rotation lock on.
we're gonna figure that out after this.
Oh, you're not going to play now.
No.
I haven't done. I've done the same amount of research on this topic that I do on all topics,
Okay.
which is
0.
yeah.
All right.
But
Carly.
we're probably going to need some help. I've seen clips of it, like news flashes on Facebook and stuff, where President Trump is offering government employees a buyout.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Is it all government employees?
I don't know, but you know what's crazy?
How is it going? Because he's saying he'll pay them through September.
Yeah, and JJ asked me about this morning.
Okay.
Her news feed.
You probably know more than I know about it because I don't.
No. I was just asked if I would accept a buyout.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, what is that? She's like, I think they give you pay, benefits, all that stuff.
Through September.
Through September. Okay, I said, depending on where I was at in my age and as far as
How far from retirement?
Yeah, if I'm retiring in a year or two, no, I'm not taking a buyout.
No, because you lose that last
no.
bit of vesting that is the important part.
But if I'm 27, 28, 30,
and the job doesn't matter.
35,
You don't care?
No, I'm taking a buyout and I'm going to take my chances and see if I can do something that I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
If you're young or you don't have a lot of time in and you don't give a shit about the job, it was just the job you could get when you got it. And they're like, hey, we're going to pay you.
Because I can work from home and it's.
Yeah, we're going to pay you for the next 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
You can leave now and we'll pay you for the next 5 or 6 months. Why would you? At that point, I'd be like,
see it. Hey, what do you want me to do?
Are you going to come pick the stuff up or do I got to bring it down? Because either way is fine.
Yeah. I'll be there 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. Like, how many people are just going to take that because they have to go? What did she say? That 94% of the workforce was working at home or something, right? Like
and they're being forced to go
and
back.
I was like, there's going to be, I told her, I said, that's 96% of the people that are going to be unhappy. You 6% I'm like,
well, and the thing is, COVID did one thing and say that we don't really need a lot of, people don't need a lot of office space. And people can work without being forced to go to an office and dress in a certain way and, do whatever the dumb corporate, shit is, if you can do your job and get it done. But there are some places that, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe the rest of the world doesn't think like this. I kind of believe that if you are employed by the government, I want you to go to your office and do your job.
Yeah. I agree. I think that
especially if I have to call a telephone number and you're answering, I can hear your dog barking and your kids and the TV going.
Yeah.
No, go to your office.
No.
Go to your office and answer the phone.
Yeah. It's like, that's when I hate using this term, but it's like, what are our tax dollars doing then?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that.
It should be cheaper, so we should pay less in taxes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
get rid of all the office buildings.
Mm-hmm.
How much money are we saving? Okay, we reduce my taxes.
Yeah.
If you work for the government, you should have to go to work.
It's crazy that it's taken we're 5 years into COVID, really?
Yeah.
Right? Because
2020,
and it started in March.
Yeah.
Like, why is it taking 5 years for them to say, hey guys, we're sending everybody back to work? Why not 3 years ago? It's like, hey, 50% of you guys are going back.
Well, I guess the big question is, all of everything that I say is based solely on just how I feel at that moment.
Yeah.
There's no research done. There's no anything.
No thoughts. Just
no.
Because
I'm sure there's a lot of people who work for the government who because of childcare, it made it so that they could afford to live in a better place because they didn't have to have childcare and they didn't have to drive to a place. And I also like, I get all of that. But for me, at the end of the day, especially government offices, I really like them to be manned. I really like them to be that way.
Yeah. And I think,
You know, I know there's a lot of people who took jobs knowing that they weren't going to be remote based,
yeah.
and they probably anticipated it would be remote based forever. And there's people that I know personally that have taken, I don't know about government jobs, but private sector jobs that they were like, oh, we're going to be remote, you know, because of COVID, this and that. And they've moved like across the country.
Yeah. Or a lot of people do the van life thing and they just pull up somewhere, get their
Yeah.
whatever they need done. And I think it works for people that, like you could work from home because you do so many other things that you can, that's not just your life. You know what I mean? That's not like,
And I did it van life.
yeah. And
In the RV,
yeah. And I feel like it can be productive, but like you said, if it has anything to do with the way that the country works, somebody's got to be there.
yeah.
Like that's just too much information that
There's possibilities for
you know,
problems.
and I know that that's always a possibility.
Sure.
That doesn't stop it, but it also doesn't make somebody feel better.
No.
You know what I mean?
Is it weird that I think that if you work for the government, you should have to go?
No, that's like saying a police officer. You just stay home till we call you.
Can't work from home.
Hey,
Hey, we'll let you know if there's a call.
yeah, you know, like
Be dressed.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's just weird because, I mean, there's a lot of people that, I mean, the government employs so, and it's redundant.
yeah.
I mean, I'll be the first to say, I think that
There's got to be.
there's
some
a
change.
lot of jobs that could really just not be there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just, not to go down this hole again, but like that DEI or whatever, like it's kind of a waste of money to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna let you die on this sword by
You know,
yourself.
I think that there's other ways to waste that money and be productive in the ways that we can move forward.
Yeah.
You know,
I get where you're coming from on
Yeah.
that. And I don't disagree in theory. Because I'm a merit-based guy.
Yeah.
Hire the best person for the job.
yes,
But at the same time, we also have to find ways to remove bias.
yeah, no, yeah, and I agree with that. That's where I do agree with that.
There should be no bias
there shouldn't
whatsoever.
be. There
Like,
shouldn't be.
white guys should not get the nod because, you know,
no,
and we should also not hire things because we don't have
certain
7
yeah.
of this
Yes.
and
And-
4 of that.
And this has been going on forever because years ago, in one of my very first jobs after I turned 18, I don't even know if it's around anymore, but it was Yellow Freight. It was
I
a freight.
remember them,
It was
yeah.
a freight. Yeah. So they had a big lawsuit or something like that because it came down to how many people they let this guy go that was close to term. That was I don't know if he was a Mexican guy, a black guy. I don't know what he was. I just know that he was close to his time. They let him go. Big thing happened. And then through,
Like retirement time?
through a
Oh.
lawsuit, through a whatever,
Mhm.
it was said that they had to hire a certain amount of those certain people. So this has been going on
Like
forever.
one in, one out.
It's been going on forever. You
And-
know, and I feel like there's ways to do it. We don't need to spend dang near $1 billion
Yeah, to make sure that.
to make,
Yeah,
you know.
I just don't like. I will probably always believe that qualification or merit-based hiring is going to be the most productive thing that can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't want someone doing a job that
No.
they have no idea, like they're not the most skilled person for it.
No. And I think that
Think about surgeons.
yeah. And I think of qualifications as, to me, and I might be wrong on this,
Mhm.
it could also be the experience you have.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah,
have to be
yeah. I'm not saying a piece of paper at all.
it doesn't have to be a piece of
No,
paper.
I'm so far from a piece of paper
Yeah.
guy. I honestly think like most universities could be
Yeah.
closed down.
Yeah.
And most degrees that people get are 80% worthless.
Yeah.
Like have no merit, have no bearing, have no nothing. Even in oil and gas, we used to bring in interns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were graduating, they needed a summer internship before they went out into the world. And you would spend the first 2 months actually training them how to do the job that they have a degree to do because they have no idea what they're doing. And I mean, with engineers, you still kind of want to have a degree, but most things No, absolutely not. Don't need it. Don't care. Don't think it's just not. It's not there.
No.
If you can show, like, if I can take a guy with a degree and I can take a guy with experience and I can sit him at the table and say, here's the stuff, go to work, and whoever can complete the task the most efficiently.
Yeah. Then gets the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about your degree.
Yeah.
You should have been in the world doing stuff.
Yeah. I mean, my brother's an engineer in New Mexico. And I know he got a lot of slack because he was working for some kind of construction company, and he was getting a lot of slack when he first started because
Schoolboy.
and the guys that had been there years and years were pretty much showing him how to do the job.
And they probably set him up to look like a dummy a few times.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they know how to do it. And oh, well, college boy.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's so much time wasted.
That's why I said, like, I think there's a better way. There is. I think we need both, but I think that there's a better way to do it without wasting a ton of money.
Sure.
You know?
I'll take a guy that worked his way up.
Yeah.
I'll take a guy that started off whatever as a data tech.
Yeah.
And just really, really, really spent the time in the industry learning it.
Yep.
Over the guy that his dad said you have to get a degree, so you went and got a degree in this. And does he care about it? Probably not that much, but yeah. I mean, other than things where people are going to cut you open or deal with legalities.
Yeah,
those things are both important.
You might need
I'm going to go ahead and say yes on degrees there, but most everything else, dude. If you can show proficiency, why do I need a degree?
Exactly.
Why?
I used to work for Seaboard Foods. It was a hog farm, and I grew up in the summer on a hog farm.
Right.
So I knew how to do a lot of things.
Right. You've been around
already. I got a job that you're supposed to be a vet. Just because I was able to show them how to do the job, and I never even had a degree. I didn't even finish high school.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And for a long time after I quit, they called me for a long time.
Come back.
You want to come back?
We need you. We need you.
We could give you, and it's just like, I wasn't really willing to live out in the middle of nowhere anymore. Just, I didn't want to do it. But it's
like, I think a big industry for that would be like coders, people who code software.
Yeah.
Before, you had to be a software engineer, and it had to be and you had to have the degree, and it had to be from the right place. And we've seen over the last decade plus that
you don't need.
There's some 20-year-old kids that are going to whoop everybody's ass if you put like a competition together and go,
yeah,
code me something to do this.
Yeah.
Because people who do it.
Yeah, and they're good.
Do you need?
You don't need.
I don't want the guy with the degree.
No,
probably.
I don't care.
I want the guy that knows.
Yeah.
I want the like.
Yeah. And there's got to be more. I feel like companies got to do a better job at the people that are there. Give them an opportunity.
Yeah.
To earn those spots.
To move up.
You know what I mean?
Learn.
And then bring somebody else that you need to hire in.
Sure. If somebody's voiced a want to learn more in your company, they're like, man, I really like that job. I know I'm not qualified right now, but I would really like to be able to do that job. Oh, really? Okay. So we're going to start blending some of your duties so that you have to cross over and deal with the people in that department and learn from them and get some knowledge. And you know, over time, if it's really where you want to be, then we'll get you there.
Yeah.
But it also comes from a place of people used to have some loyalty to the company too.
Yeah.
And you have to look at it from both sides. I see the world today and I see everyone's like, oh, well, if they ain't doing this for me and this for me, I don't care. I'm out of here, do this, blah, blah, blah. I hate those people more than anything. I hate the people that are
mostly union people.
Yeah. And we've talked about it a little bit before where there's nothing that irritates me more than the people that say, oh, I will never do anything more than my 9 to 5 and only what's on the list. And I don't ever want to employ one of those people ever. I don't care. I don't care how qualified you are. I don't want you.
No,
I don't want you around me.
You know, I think you'll hurt the business.
Yeah.
But it's like, you show me you don't really want
you watch
to
people
grow.
walk by something that could just be fixed. Just
fast.
real quick. Hey, take care of that. No, it's not on my. No, they
I
don't
hate
pay me
that.
to do that. And everyone wants to say, well, it's because companies have shown no loyalty back. No, it's both. It's both ways. It's both ways.
Yeah.
Because I still have worked in the world, and we've talked about it many times. I'm still in the oil and gas industry. I still work in that side. And guess what? They showed loyalty to me, and I showed loyalty to them, and they made sure that I progressed through their company to a point where I have it pretty much made there.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Why? Because I didn't walk past things that needed fixed
no, you just do it, and you do it without being told. Like it's just like it makes
or
sense.
showboating it off.
Yeah, it's just like it's just gonna make our day easier.
Everybody's day.
You know what I mean? Two, it's just like just do it and get it over with, and keep moving. You know.
Well, realistically, I knew the company because when I got hired there, I got hired as a temp job to come in as a file clerk and do some very simplistic things. They saw my work ethic because I didn't just, like they told me it was a 3-week job.
Yeah.
And I could have made it a 3-week job.
just got it done.
I was done in like 6 days.
Oh yeah.
But I could have made it a 3 week. Like I could have milked that off. No problem.
Yeah.
I didn't. I got it done very quick. The company immediately was like, no. I recognize that you have a work ethic and the abilities.
Yeah.
So we're going to find something for you to do. And everything they gave me, even if I didn't know how to do it, I would just learn it.
Yeah, you would.
And they showed loyalty to me. So I've been there almost 12 years
That's a long time.
with the same company.
Yeah. It can be done. Just
And the group that I work with, we've all been together for at least 10 years.
see, that's
Just our
the
little
small-
department.
Yeah.
And this is the third company
Oh wow.
that this group has owned
Oh.
that more than once, like our head office is in California now.
Mm-hmm.
We have an office here just because they wanted to keep our team together and keep things, because they could have easily said on the last sale, we sold our last asset, and they could have been like, all right, guys, well, we sold the asset. They don't know exactly, which way we're going to go. And then they could have hired guys in California that they could have had right there.
But those are smart people because they're like, if we keep them, we keep doing what we're doing,
And we know what
everybody's
we're
happy.
getting.
And that's what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna go in on a Saturday now.
Yeah.
Still.
So
You know what I mean? Or
my
whatever.
boss, who is the CFO of the company, his stipulation in buying a new asset was that his team
Came
stayed together and they come with us. So he's in California. He moved back because he was in California. He lived out here for a while. And then we sold an asset out here. The new asset was going to be in California. So he's like, I'm taking my family back where it's warm.
Yeah.
But yeah, his one of the stipulations from him was my group stays together.
yeah.
They're not moving out here. We'll get them an office out there.
Yeah. And it's just gonna make their life
And it
easier.
works. Why?
Yeah.
Because every one of us have shown
That we get
back
done.
and forth. There's reciprocating loyalty
Mm-hmm.
on both sides.
And they don't have to babysit.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't have to babysit you. They don't have to babysit
No,
whoever.
there's no babysitting.
Everybody gets their job done.
I haven't talked to my boss, like the CFO. I probably haven't had a conversation with him in 5 months
Oh wow.
because what is it? Set it and forget it. What's that company? Just set it and forget it. That's me.
Yeah. Just
Like here's the stuff that you do.
yeah.
He wakes up every morning knowing
It's done.
it's done.
Yeah.
And I wake up every morning knowing that he's going to take care of me.
Yeah.
But and I get it where other people come from.
Yeah.
And they go, I'm not doing that because they take advantage. And there are companies that take advantage.
Yeah.
But if loyalty and work ethic
Yeah.
are there,
Mhm.
companies that don't show it back won't last.
No.
That's the thing. People
No.
vote with your time, vote with your dollars, vote. But always put the best effort you can into anything that you do because that's your signature. That's your resume.
Yep.
No matter what, if you worked for a company and maybe you didn't feel like they were giving you everything that you deserved because everyone deserves way more than they really are worth. And you treated that job as it's not my job. It's not my responsibility. To think that people within that same industry or around that same industry don't talk.
Yeah.
You don't think that when the new company you go to apply for, even if let's be realistic, even if there's certain questions that you're not supposed to ask or answer, if you think those conversations aren't happening, you're ridiculous.
Yep.
If that interview or that phone conversation from one boss of this company to a boss at that company who's just checking references goes, yeah, so tell me about Mike. You know, he's coming to work here. He put, you know, this is where he worked last. Would you guys hire him back? And, you know, there's only certain questions that you can ask.
Yeah.
At the end of that conversation, if you truly believe that there's not a, hey, just want to let you know.
Yeah, like almost like off the record here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are going to happen. And they do happen.
And then people also wonder why they don't get a job after they treat a job like that or get loud about it, especially like on social media. You wonder why you don't have a job. You can't get another job
Or a decent job.
because you're the problem.
Yep. Yeah.
You're the problem. If people can't have some introspective and go, is any of this my fault? Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Most of it.
God.
Yeah.
I don't remember how the saying goes, but I always tell people if you wake up looking for a fight,
You're going to find one. You're going to find one.
every time. And you watch those same people, everything's a fight.
Everything.
I have people on social media that I stay connected with, not because I like them, not because I interact with them, purely because I love watching the cycle. And it's always, this is the greatest job this is amazing. This is the job of my dreams, to, there was a small problem and I'm overreacting ridiculously to it, blah, 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 blah. They don't appreciate what they have, and they don't, dude, you've been there 3 months. There's not a lot to appreciate yet.
Yeah.
And then it's always the company's fault. There's a big blow up. It's company's fault. They don't respect, or they don't this, and then right back into, I can't find a job for an extended period of time.
I love hey, anybody know who's hiring?
Yeah.
Again?
Boeing's hiring engineers. Oh, that's not what you meant? That's always a funny post to me.
Yeah.
Who's hiring? For what?
You don't have a job.
Tell me what you do.
There's a few.
Who's hiring in the field of this? Or hey, because I get it. Sometimes people lose jobs or companies close down. But if you're always looking for a job and the job you find is always the greatest job ever, and then all of a sudden it's not because you aren't getting treated like royalty, and it is, if you've had 3 jobs in the last 2 years, 4 jobs, you might be part of the problem.
Yeah.
You should probably have some reflection time and sit down and think of, am I part of this problem? Yeah. Yeah. You fucking are. You are part of probably most of the problem.
I hate, I like doing interviews and I hate doing resumes. I hate it because I rather talk to you because I know I could probably get the job if I can talk to you.
100%.
Right. And one of my best lines that it's never failed me is I've told a lot of my supervisors this, and these have been my best jobs that have always called me back. And I always say, what's your probationary? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? All right. You give me half of that time.
And if I'm not the one?
And if I'm not the one, no hard feelings. We have a conversation. It's not working out. We shake hands. I'll go my way. You go yours.
And I'm not going to talk mad shit about you.
I'm not going to say nothing. Yeah. And every time, deal.
Yep.
And they've always worked out. I mean, I show up and work because I don't I also can't stand not just, that's not my job. Oh, I get paid by the hour. I hate that.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if you're paying me $10 an hour, $50 an hour, $100 an hour. If I can get it done in 6 hours, I'll lose $200 to go enjoy my day.
Yeah. And that's why most people with your type of work ethic end up in a salary type position, because they're like, we're going to pay you for the 8.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to take more than 8 to get it done.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. These people.
I read Russell Simmons' book. I want to say it was the book titled Super Rich. I could be wrong on the title. Anyway, I read his book. All right, I'm not going to lie to you. I listened to his book because I didn't read it. Yep. I got it on audio. And I loved, there was one piece of it, like it was probably 20, 30 pages where he talks about work ethic and he talks about like earning your spot or getting the job that you want and being willing to do whatever it takes to get the job that you want. He needed a job when he was young. There weren't a lot of jobs, you know, he's from the hood. There wasn't a lot of jobs going on. There was a grocery store.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get a job at the grocery store. And then they said, you know, we're not hiring right now. We're not hiring right now. So he got a broom. Every morning before the store was opening, he knew when the manager would arrive. He would show up at that store, sweep the sidewalks off, make it look just crispy for the customers that were going to come in. Not getting paid.
Yeah.
Wasn't hired. There was no agreement made. But after multiple days of this happening, it could have been a week, could have been 2 weeks. I don't know exactly what the time frame was. The manager said, we'll find a job for you. We'll find a job for you.
Yeah.
Why? Because the guy showed up there not expecting to be paid because he didn't have an agreement to be paid for anything.
Yeah.
But he wanted to work there and he was going to show them flat out that he was the guy they needed to hire, even if they didn't have a job.
Yeah.
And did it well every day. Didn't like show up and like stand with the broom at the front door.
Wait until he gets there.
And then start like for the front sidewalk, there was no trash. It was swept. It was ready. And that manager every day was like, to the point where he was, got to hire this guy.
Yeah. Why not?
Got to hire him.
Yeah.
We don't have a position. There will be one.
Yeah. And I think too many people want they want that quick.
Yeah.
Like anything, it's going to take time. Sometimes you got to be willing to do it for free.
I've done jobs for free.
Yeah. Me coaching.
Yeah. Oh God.
Free.
The last decade.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you get paid here and there, but it's like,
It doesn't. If you break it down by the hour,
No.
you're not getting paid.
probably 4 cents.
Yeah. And a hug. Yeah. I've done
You know?
jobs for free.
Yeah.
Or I've even had jobs that were like an hourly job and I knew that I wasn't as proficient as I should be at the job and more work should have been done than got done in your 40-hour week.
Yeah.
I can tell you flat out, when I first started working in excavating, I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea what I was doing.
Yep.
But I knew that there was an expectation of this much being done or this much being done. I would go in on a weekend
Yeah.
and do work for a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours.
Just to make sure you were going to get it done.
Right.
Yeah.
So that when like the bosses showed up on Monday,
It was.
they were like, yep, this is about where they should be. Now, did I get paid for it? No. Was I required to do it? No. Could I probably have been just as good like with the company, just showing up when maybe, probably.
Yeah.
I also became the general superintendent of that company in just under 2 years.
Yeah.
Why? Because that mentality got me there.
Yeah. Well, it's like
they
how
don't want to
much-
pay me what I'm worth. They don't want to pay me. No,
No.
they do want to pay you what you're worth, and they're paying you
But they got
exactly
to
what you're worth.
But they got to see what you're worth. You know,
for-
like I just
most of the time they're paying you what you're worth.
And well, a lot of people like don't take pride in themselves.
Yeah.
If you take pride in yourself, you're gonna work for free more times than not. It's just the way it is. Or you're even not gonna
Right.
be paid right. But if you take pride in yourself, you will take pride in what you do.
Sure. Even now, like I do just fine,
Yeah.
and I still go and work for free places.
Yeah.
There's jujitsu tournaments that I go and work for free.
Mhm.
There's how many we both done it where I want that show to happen. I want it to do well. We have a friend, J.R. Chavez, who does a fight promotion down in southern Colorado, Pueblo area, like South Colorado Springs
Yeah.
to Pueblo. He only puts on like one card a year,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's always good too.
Or, at the most 2 cards a year. I don't think he's done a card in the last couple years.
No.
But when he puts on a card, he knows
Mm-hmm.
we're coming to do commentary. And guess what? We're doing it for free.
Yeah.
Why? Because I believe in what he's doing, because
Yep.
it's usually some kind of charity base.
Yeah.
I think he works hard at it, and I really love doing it.
Yeah.
Could we say, it costs this much?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And he would probably be like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah. But
No,
no.
No.
there's no
Now, if
reason.
another company calls and they're like, hey, how much is it to get you guys to come and do commentary? Well, I don't have a relationship.
So
And if they said, hey, would you guys come and do one fight, one card for free to see how it goes? And then if that works, we'll pay you X after that. Would I be willing to do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean go work for free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing.
Because I know my skills, I know your skills, I know our ability together.
Yep.
I'm not worried about it.
No.
If you're worried about the penny today,
Forget it.
you're out.
Forget it.
You're out.
Yep. And we're almost out.
Oh, why'd you do this? I had topics too.
What did you have?
Well, I had the government thing.
Yeah.
I was a little bummed because there's an actor. His name is Tom Welling.
Mm-hmm.
He was Superman in Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
Way back when I first started getting into media, that's someone came home because Vinny said
Oh, yeah.
somebody's home.
Oh.
When I first got into media, I used to do a lot of the times when they do premieres out here.
Yeah.
Sometimes one of the stars would come and attend the premiere. I used to interview those people for the media company.
Yeah.
So I'd sit in a room in a hotel
Just
and,
talk.
and then just, do an interview. So I did an interview with Tom Welling. It was a football movie. Man, I'll have to think about it. It's been a while, but he was a really nice guy, and like one of the coolest celebrity interviews I'd done at the time because
Yeah.
he didn't like big dog me the whole time.
Oh.
He just sat down and he was like, "Hey man, this is cool. Hey, tell me about timber. Is this cool?" Like a really nice guy. And so I just got busted for a DUI, and I was like, "Oh, it's happening so frequently right now." Like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I think that's his name, the kid from Tool Time.
Yeah. Yeah. All the young kids were in love with him.
Yeah, he's gotten busted for multiple recently. It's just happening over and over and over. And I mean, we don't know what people are dealing with, and we don't know. But there's no excuse. There's just no excuse.
No, but at the same time, it shows like a lot of those people are just normal people.
Yeah,
Normal people that make sense.
and most of the time they have a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Especially if you're an actor and you haven't been working and you had a lifestyle of this. And anytime someone sees you in public, they expect you to be up here and you're not down. You're down here, and you never know what people are doing. It doesn't give you an excuse to drink and drive.
It doesn't give you an excuse to drink and drive.
But there's just
Yeah, those poor guys. That sucks.
I mean, you wish you could sit with them for a moment and just truly hear what's going on in their world.
Yeah, you know what though? I think with some of those people, because I find this with certain fighters,
Mm-hmm.
they're constantly looked at as get me excited, or it's me. Like where the void is.
They have
like,
to be on.
Yeah, where they're not able to have somebody just hear them,
Right.
hear me out, or
Yeah.
just
Let me dump my head.
Yeah, but it's always that whole like, and that's probably like they can't go nowhere because somebody's going to be taking pictures, which
Mm-hmm.
that shit would annoy me. I wouldn't do good as a famous person like that. No. I'd start throwing shit. I would start.
So I can tell you my rule. 100% of the time, if a kid asks for a picture, the answer is yes. If an adult asks for a picture, if it's an appropriate time or setting, the answer is yes. If the answer is no, it's because you asked at a time when you should have had more discernment. You should have been able to see that
Be
situation.
aware.
Yeah.
Be aware.
Yeah. If I'm with my kids,
Yeah.
unless it's a little kid coming up, the answer is no.
Yeah.
Go away.
Don't even bother me.
No. Unless I make eye contact or I can see it and
You
you're
can
like,
tell.
and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah. But if you come like,
don't
If
come
you,
up,
like,
don't come up
beeline
around
for-
my kids. Yeah, no. And my kids are adults. They'll knock you out before I do, probably. But yeah,
yeah.
I have it pretty good because I fly under the radar most of the time.
Yeah.
I'll pull the hat down, walk through a crowd.
Yeah.
But when we went out for Jay's birthday, we went to Hoo Hot,
Okay.
and at Hoo Hot you have to like make your plate, stand there and hold it. So I'm holding 2 plates of uncooked food, waiting for waiting in line to cook. Probably middle school, late middle school, maybe freshman in high school. But if he's a freshman, that was like
That's max.
yeah. he came up and he was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I love your show, but can I get a picture? And I was like, hey, here's the deal, dude. I'm here with my daughter for her birthday dinner. If you're cool, let me get my food done. I'll go over, eat with her. And then, if you're getting ready to leave before we do, just kind of stand up, and I'll pay attention. If I see you, I'll step away. And the kid was cool.
Yeah.
The kid was cool. And I saw his family get up to pay, and he was kind of like looking over, but he didn't want to be like intrusive.
For sure.
So I excused myself from the table, walked around,
Picture.
grabbed the kid. His mom had the phone already, took a quick picture, and
It's
out the door.
yeah.
It didn't like take away from my daughter's dinner.
No.
It wasn't intrusive in any way. Absolutely.
No.
Dude. Gotcha. No problem.
Yeah. But as an adult,
Yeah.
you should know what's intrusive. Like we should be more self-aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like fighters at weight cuts.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And then call them an asshole.
Yep.
Because they didn't take a picture
See,
with
but-
you.
and I'm the-
because
but
they
I'm the
could
guy,
barely
like-
walk.
I'm the guy that's okay with saying like, no,
Yeah.
we're not doing nothing right now.
We're good. Yeah.
Oh, but you're my no. Good. No.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's
we just had a conversation yesterday talking about Vegas for JJ's fight.
yeah.
And the conversation was, hey, where do you guys stay?
Yeah.
Because we want to be nearby, but
Yep.
not up your ass.
Yeah.
Because we understand fight week is
Crazy.
that's your guys' time to make sure that you're fully prepared.
Yep.
We want to be around if you guys want to do something, or if there's downtime and you're like, hey, we can all just chill.
Yeah.
But our expectation is that you're there for a job.
Yeah.
We're there for fun.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to, and that was the whole thing. You're like, yeah, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We usually stay here or here.
Yeah.
And I wanted in that conversation, I wanted to make sure you knew. I was like, hey, I get it. You guys are here to work. So we have no expectation of you guys to entertain us,
Yeah.
but we want to be close enough by that if you
For
need
sure.
something, we could be, if you need someone to run to the store or,
Yeah.
hey, could someone grab? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how, if more people understood that,
Yep.
they don't.
It would be better. It
Right.
would be easier. Everybody's life would be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a guy's carrying his baby through a crowd,
Don't
don't
just leave him alone.
leave that guy alone.
Leave him alone.
If a fighter, they're on a really tough weight cut and you see them and you can see that they're like a walking zombie on the edge of death, guess that's not the time.
Yeah.
Guess what? No, sorry, not the time.
Nope. Just leave
You
him
have,
alone.
you should have zero expectation of someone owing you that time.
Yeah. I
Right
agree.
there.
I agree.
And then if they see you and they happen to,
Yeah.
then that's awesome.
Yeah. Otherwise,
leave it alone.
leave it alone.
Leave it
But-
alone.
All right. Well,
Well,
I
we
guess-
ranted about nothing for an hour and 21 minutes.
ranted about nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
No.
I just ranted. I didn't.
There's a lot of things on your mind and on your that you got to get off your chest.
Yeah, I need to know the route from my school to my house with my house still being there.
Yeah. You know,
Where'd it go?
that's the
Kristen's probably already got the dream book out.
what does that mean?
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. Did you get any messages this week?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me look. This is the phone. Hey, powered up.
Hey. So must have not.
Hello. Question 2400. Question is 2400.
2,400?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, 2400.
You go first this week. Here we, no, here, all right, here we go. Do you think friends make better lovers, or that friends should just never cross that line?
I think every situation
Is
in your
different.
world is different.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it's better to be friends before
For sure.
you
Yes.
become boyfriend, girlfriend, or become intimate
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you should have a basis
Yeah, you don't just go in there and start saying, "Hey, let's hook up." It's all no. You got to know each
there's
other.
people have one night stands, and that's fine. That's what they do, but that's not a relationship.
No.
And do I think you should just bang your friends? No, I think that's also a bad idea.
You don't got no friends.
I don't have any friends, do I?
But yeah.
You'd run out of friends
quick.
Yeah. I don't think that it's truly a good idea to cross that line with a friend on the physical part.
No, yeah.
Until there's been like an emotional connection or conversation.
It's got to be like an organic thing after as your friends. It's got to be like an organic thing that just happens. Because that's not something you can force, because then you're going to not like each other later either.
Right. I mean, there's such things as friends with benefits, but I think that happens strictly from the beginning as being benefits.
That you turn into friends.
That you're like, yeah. I mean, not me.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible, but I think
I think you should have a friendly relationship before you become anything else anyway. But
I think you should approach it as you're just going to be friends forever. And if something else happens, then it's a bonus.
If Cupid shoots you in the heart,
then it's just a bonus. Otherwise, at least you'll have a friend.
Or if she does witchcraft.
Oh, geez.
And then all of a sudden you're just in love.
That's it.
What are you going to do?
You can't get
You're
away.
like, I guess this is where I'm at.
Yeah. Stop.
I'm in love here. Okay. Yeah. So, that's my answer.
Yeah.
Don't bang your friends.
Yeah. Don't bang your friends. Nah,
Don't bang your friends.
You know how big this world is? You don't need to bang your friends.
No. That kind of goes along the lines of, can you be friends with the opposite sex? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
You absolutely can.
I don't like that.
If you can't control yourself because your friend is from the opposite, then you've got problems. Yeah. You need to deal with some emotional things. You need to deal with, whatever's going on, because people are just people. Mm-hmm. And
you don't have to be
like, I like to say, because of my relationship and the love that I have for Kay Miller and the relationship that we have, everyone else in the world is basically a Barbie.
Yeah.
Like they no longer,
it's just,
they no longer have the parts. Like I'm not looking at you as the person with the opposite parts because, I want to put the Legos together. No, you're just a person.
You're just a person.
You're just a person. You're just a person.
Yeah.
You turn it off? Oh, you're out. Bye, Mike.
All right, bye, guys.
I'll just say bye. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Mike is a ghost. You can't see him, but you can hear him.
See ya.
Bye.